Hey guys, one of the things my wife and I enjoy doing in the evenings is playing board games or putting puzzles together. So we decided we wanted a coffee table that would allow us to store an unfinished puzzle while we weren't working on it. This is how we built our coffee table. The first step for this project was to build the frame and box for the game table. We started off with some 3/4 inch walnut and ripped it into 3-inch pieces to serve as the side and ends of the frame. Once these were all cut, we shifted to the miter saw and cut the two sides at 34 inches in length and the two ends at 22 inches in length. We moved the miter saw to the 45-degree position and set the boards on edge to cut the angles on each end, taking care that each cut lined up perfectly with the corner. We installed a 3/4 inch flat router bit on our router. The lift table for this router makes bit changes a breeze. We actually have our router installed directly into our workbench, which is probably one of the best decisions we made when we were laying out our shop. The bit was lowered to protrude just about 1/4 inch above the plate. Our fence was then pulled forward to leave about 1/4 inch gap between it and the bit. This would allow us to run each of our boards against the fence with the longer edge facing upward to get a nice even groove for the bottom to set in. Once all 4 sides were routed, we set them out on the table just to see how they look and make sure the grooves were nice and even. Next, we set up the table saw to cut the bottom. This was going to be made from a scrap piece of 3/4 inch maple veneer plywood that we had left over from the bar build. You can actually check that video out on our channel as well if you're interested. We cut the panel to 33 inches by 21 inches. We spread a little bit of wood glue into the groove on the first side and the panel fit perfectly. Using small panel nails, we glued and nailed each of the 4 sides, ensuring the corners were snug and even. We made sure to put a little bit of glue in each corner and clamped it when we were done just for good measure. Next came the top. Now this piece was just for me, so I opted to use a piece of rough cut walnut we had laying around. The final top would be 24 by 36, so we cut 2 pieces at about 38-ish inches in length and ripped each to about 12 inches. After a few runs through the planer to clean up what would be the top, we edged each side on our grizzly joiner. We laid both boards face down, edge to edge, and marked 5 reference lines to cut biscuit joints. Holding the top down firmly to the table, we cut each of the 5 biscuit joints, lining up with the reference marks. This gave us nice, even grooves. We turned the first piece up and spread some wood glue along the edge and into each groove, taking time to spread the glue with a small brush. We inserted the biscuits and put a little more glue on each. These biscuits are made of compressed hardwood, so they're going to expand a little bit as they absorb the moisture from the glue. You have to work pretty quickly to get 2 boards lined up and clamped down. We made sure to put 1 clamp upside down to help avoid any bowing. We squared and cut one end of the top, then pulled a tape line and marked exactly 36 inches on each side. As we've said in other videos, our track saw is one of the handiest tools we have and really is a great, reliable way to get a straight square cut. So we set that up and let it rip. Once the top was cut to exactly 24 by 36 inches, we flipped it over and measured back about 1 7/8 inch to install a block at each corner to keep the top from sliding off. A little wood glue and a recessed screw worked just fine. You'll notice the bottom is still a little rough. We opted to just sand the leftover rough spots out since this would be the underside. That way we could avoid taking too much thickness out with the planer. Just to be certain, we set the box on some sawhorses and test fit the top. For the box, we mixed some simple furniture finish using 1 part linseed oil, 1 part polyurethane, and 1 part mineral spirits. That took a couple of coats. For the base, we found this really cool decorative metal base online. It was a bit wonky to measure out, but we got our marks even, set the base on the top, and secured it with 3/4 inch lag screws and washers. For the top, we decided to use Rubio Monocoat, which is such a great product. All you have to do is mix the 2-part oil to hardener, squeegee a little bit over the top, and rub it into the fibers really well. Once you have it rubbed in, you can wait a few minutes, buff it out dry, and typically 1 coat is all you need. And there we have it, our walnut coffee table finished just in time for game night. Thank you so much for watching. We'd love it if you would like this video, leave us a comment or question, and please subscribe to our channel.